Today was the 24th of March 2024, and I can't really be bothered to do any building right now, so I just want to fish and talk about the day. Should I build a lake? No, I can't be bothered. Yeah, the house is coming along okay. It's coming along really slowly, but I can't really focus and build and talk at the same time, so the progress is very slow. I've also realised that I want to make big changes halfway through, which doesn't help, but yeah, learning to use the chisel and bits mod is fun. This is just an example, really. I'm not even going to live in this house, just a model. I might go inside every now and then in a video, but yeah. As you can tell, I think my previous video, I felt a sickness coming along, and I'd said, oh, it's not going to get me, but it's just got way worse. I actually recorded the previous video about 9 hours ago, and it's gotten way worse since then. I just fucking hate feeling like this. It's so gay. Because when you feel like this as well, it's like you feel like, should I go to training or am I a dickhead if I go to training? I haven't been to training since Friday. I really want to go. Am I a dickhead if I go? I don't really know. I feel like I am, because whenever I go with somebody who's got a cold, I think, well, why have you done that? You've come here, now you're going to give me a cold when they're pairing up with me. So I know the answer, but I'm in denial. Yeah, so let's just fish these motherfuckers. Yeah, so yeah, today was really good actually, but I feel really shit now at the end. So the girl, the love of my life, I woke up and obviously she's the first thing on my mind. As I've said, guys, I'm down really bad. This girl is a large part of what I think about during the day, and I wake up and thinking about her. Roll over, boom, she's texted me. She says, hope you have a lovely day with your nan and a nice day off. I thought, that's really nice. She's thinking about me. She texts me. That's really sweet. I replied, thanks so much. I don't know, let me know how work goes. I don't remember what I said. But she hasn't replied to that. And it's now midnight. Work's finished. She hasn't replied to that. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to send a follow-up text. I'm going to do it right now. I'm doing it right now, live, guys. Fuck this. I'm double texted. That's how down bad I am. She double texted me to get that message, so fuck it. Oh, man. Fuck it. I've done it. Who cares? Fucking gay. Hate myself for that. Alright, so woke up, waffles. I spoke to my dad. He wanted me to pick up my nan and my cousin to go to this meal for her birthday at 3:30. Around after I finished my waffles, it was about 1. Yes, I woke up really late. I woke up at 6:30 originally, feeling really awake because my throat was super dry. But no matter how much water I drank, it was still fucking dry. That's the kind of feeling I always get before before a cold comes along. And lo and behold, the cold is now here. Fucking hate having a cold. It actually just pisses me off. Not being able to breathe through my nose actually makes me angry. But here I am, sound like a fucking idiot now. Feel like an idiot. I can't breathe properly. I hate it so much. It gets even worse when you lie down on your back. You just can't breathe. It's even worse. Luckily, I'm not sick that often. But yep, we are now. Whatever. Who cares? So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about training. I guess I'll see how I feel tomorrow, but I'm probably not going to wake up feeling magically better. If I am, then I'll go to training, but I probably won't, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, I have two plans for tomorrow. One is if I wake up magically feeling okay, and if I don't, so that plan A and B. So that's all I can do is prepare for how I'm feeling currently and how I might anticipate how I might feel tomorrow. So today, my cold, I got a little bit progressively worse throughout the day, and that's just like kind of submitted to it, like, oh, this is gonna suck. Played some Helldivers with my mates. Messaged my crypto mate, but he didn't reply to yet. And my Radix has gone up. My largest holding has gone up, so that's good. Yeah, I might stake it, but I don't know. I kind of want the freedom to pull out any moment if I need to. Yeah, after playing some Helldivers, jumped in the shower, got ready, went to pick up my nan. I'm gonna blow my nose. Went to pick up my nan, my cousin, and her fiance. They're a bit weird, those two, so I wasn't really that excited about picking them up. I knew they vaped loads, so I said, don't vape in my car, please. Luckily, they didn't. Yeah, drove them. It was pretty funny. My nan was trying to wind up the window, and I was trying to wind it down, and we pressed the button at the same time, and my fucking windshield wipers started going on, and they got stuck in the middle of the screen. So apparently, if you push these two buttons at once, the windshield wipers get fucked, which is pretty jokes. Yeah, so got to the restaurant. This restaurant is actually one of the ones I used to work at a long time ago, where I met my first girlfriend. And yeah, my cousin was like, "Is she gonna be there?" I was like, "I don't think so." I don't think so. That'd be kind of weird if she is, but because she told, I mean, last I know, she left that place, but I was like, "Oh shit, is she gonna be there?" That'd be kind of weird. But luckily she wasn't, so it was all right. Walked in there, hasn't really changed at all. The kitchen has changed. I kind of wanted to go and look in the kitchen, but I was like, no, I'm not going to be weird. Everyone's like, all the staff since I've been there are all different, so didn't want to be weird. But yeah, look, it's so weird so if you could imagine a building that you're familiar with, but then the back half of it is like completely different. It felt like Rainbow Six Siege when the outside of the maps looked the same, but they changed the interiors. It was like, what the fuck? It was really trippy. Be like, oh yeah, I know where I'm at, and then boom, you turn a corner, it's like, whoa, this is different now. It feels like when you're in a dream and you enter a house that you know, but then the interior doesn't match what you exactly remember. It's kind of made up interior. That's what it felt like. It felt like a fever dream. Maybe I'm in a fever dream. But yeah, I had the roast. It's really lovely. I was next to my older sister and her boyfriend, the ones that I used to work with, but they're leaving now. I haven't seen them all week. Nice to see them. I told them some stories about work. It's pretty funny because they missed some of the stuff. And yeah, I think I forgot to mention in yesterday's video that the dude that was also chasing the same girl as me, he started to like get into a fight almost with this other dude in the kitchen. They got pretty close. But yeah, he's just got anger issues, and he's just so volatile. But he can't fight either, so it's like, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Just stop, you know. Yeah, so my other cousins were there as well, and that she has two little kids. They're pretty cool, really funny to see. They're really well. Actually, no, I would say well behaved is the wrong word, but they're really funny. Or maybe it's just because I'm related to them, I'm biased. But when I see other kids being pricks in public, it annoys me. But these kids, when they get cheeky, it's fucking hilarious. This kid stood up in his chair and started pulling his trousers down. He's like, no, don't. And his mum was like, don't get changed now. No, it's not the time. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I had my roast. The roast was pretty lovely. Pretty reasonable as well, like £21. Really good roast for £21. And yeah, I had that. Didn't fancy any dessert. I was kind of trapped in. We're in this like corner, and I was in the booth, so I had to like ask everyone to move if I wanted to leave. and my nose was getting worse and worse as I was sitting here for like 2 hours, and it's really pissing me off. I want to go to the toilet and blow my nose, but I have to bother like 5 people. And after dinner, everyone just stayed and chatted for another hour and a half, and I started to really get sick of it. I was like, oh my god, I could probably put up with it if I wasn't sick, but with my little cold, I was just getting really pissed off. So went out to my dad and said, I'm getting sick of this. When are we going? Because I've got to drive my nan, who it's her birthday celebration. That's the reason why we're there. So when are we going? Because I'm getting sick of this. We've been here for 3.5 hours now. I'm really sick of this. Can we go? He's like, all right. So everyone comes back to ours, and I make the rest of my waffles in peace and quiet. Go upstairs, go. I wanted to actually speak to, because my other sister, my younger sister, came back from university. She lives in Scotland. I wanted to speak to them both, but they were just both on their phones. They're really bad with phones. I'm definitely bad, and I'm working on it. But they're so bad. I think women in general are worse on the phones, and they're less like they're sort of less urgent to fix it. They don't even see it as a problem. Like, a lot of the girls I know just on their phones all day, TikTok, Instagram, all day, and they're always on it, texting, TikTok. It's like, and yeah, they don't see it as a problem. And I think it's actually really sad, because with the image, you should have seen it. It was these two, my nan, my dad's girlfriend's mum, my dad and his girlfriend were all sitting around, and these two were just on their phone. It's like, it's just a shame, you know, because they're not contributing to the conversation. They're just it's just dead time. I really think it's a shame, but you know, if you ask them, say, hey, I think that's bad, then they'll just feel attacked and lash out on you. So it's not really your place. It's a shame for me as well, because I actually wanted to talk to my sister, but I've barely spoken to her today. She's been back, I've barely spoken to her, because every time I've seen her, she's just on her phone. So, and then when you try and make conversation with them, they're pretty short, because they just want to go back to the video that they're watching. It's like, yes, it's super bad. But yeah, whatever. I remember my ex-girlfriend used to do that as well. When we had breakfast, she would just go on her phone and be like, hello, what the fuck? It was super rude, and I don't miss that at all. Yeah, so that's a problem. Hopefully that's going to stay the same. Or I just fancy, I'm fine, I'll just go upstairs and play my games, fuck you. I would have preferred to have a conversation with them, but whatever, it's up to them. Eventually it's up to them. So went upstairs, played more of my games. Then my nan came up, said, "Can you take me home now?" So I had to drive her home. I had to drive my dad's girlfriend's mum home, and yeah, a little bit of driving. My nan wanted to speak to me at her front door for ages in the cold. I was like, fine, whatever. Chatted to her, went home. Well, I wanted to speak to my sisters, but then they're like, all right, we're going out for a sisters drive, a little therapy drive. I'm like, whatever, fuck you then. And yeah, so they went off, came upstairs, played more Helldivers, and then I realised, you know what, it's time to plan the week like I said I would. And then I said, you know what, that's a bit much. Let's just plan the day, next day. So I've done that, got my plan A and B, and then tomorrow I'll plan the next day. My sister wants to take me to Thorpe Park on Thursday. I said, yeah, fine. But for some reason, they've randomly got me working on Thursday, which is gay. So I'm just going to ask them to put me off that. It's just so, like, oh, for fuck's sake. Of course it lines up like that. Of course it does. I've never ever worked on a Thursday outside of December. And they just go, bang, Thursday. Why? You didn't ask me that? Like, whatever, fine. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, I think that's the special night. I think I did say yes to that weeks ago. God, this is alright. So I've just started a calendar. This will avoid that. Unfortunately, I hadn't had a calendar before, so I'm still double booking myself. But yeah, whatever. It looks like those two just want to be together anyway. Those two sisters. So fuck it. If I have to, I will ask for the day off. If they don't give it to me off, I'll just pay for their ticket and whatever. Who cares? Don't really want to go anyway. Yeah, so that's it really. Still waiting for the reply from this girl. I don't think the message is actually sent through. It's only got one tick, but Uh, yeah. I was looking forward to seeing my sister and his boyfriend today to ask about when we were going to meet together and buy the tickets. But my sister's boyfriend is going up north England to see family the next 2 days, so, and then after that he works Wednesday to Sunday, so that means we're not going to be able to get together again for another week at least. So I'm like, fuck. So I was thinking of asking this girl out just to keep the ball rolling, to see her in between then. But now I've got a blocked nose. I don't know if I do it. I don't know. I guess just keep texting her. Who knows? Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just like mixed signals. It's just mixed signals, guys. She texted me out of the blue really nicely to wish me a nice day off, and she mentioned something that I mentioned, like, oh yes, my nan's birthday. She's remembered that. She's mentioned it, and then I say thanks, and then she doesn't reply for 12 hours. But oh fuck, it's so confusing. And also the guy that was also chasing her, who's, I don't think he's in the game anymore, but yeah, he's posting like really gay stuff on Instagram, like you know, like the quotes, like what was the quote he posted? It was like, if you want to leave my life, the door's there. But one thing I ask, don't stand in the door. You're obstructing traffic. It's like some gay shit. It was something like that. I'm pretty sure that was all. I think I quoted that almost perfectly, but yeah, he's down, man. He's in the blues. I feel bad for him, but when I see shit like that, it does make me laugh a little bit. But I feel sad for him, and I don't wish that on anybody. But may the best man win. Yeah. So highs and lows as always with this girl. She still makes me feel amazing when I get a text from her, but then when she doesn't reply in 12 hours, it makes me fucking anxious. Like now. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Only time will tell. But right now, I'm really feeling anxious. I feel like that sick feeling in my stomach again, because that's how much I like her. I like her so much that like a long reply is like the end of the world for me. It's hard to explain because I've never liked somebody this much. But yeah, that's it really. Drove back, then yeah, played some Helldivers after my sisters drove off, and here I am. It's about to turn 12:30. I want to try and sleep as quick as possible, be up tomorrow, and have a good week. And despite I'm feeling a little bit ill now, still want to have a good week next week and get as much shit done as possible, and actually be able to say that I've done something by the end of the week will be nice. That's it.